So before we start our tutorial, I would like to tell you that my logo animation masterclass course is out now. Link is available in the description, so you can do check it out now or later. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel AG Motion Designs, and in today's video we are going to create this infinite zooming looping animation inside of After Effects without using any third-party plugin. So if you're new to this channel, then please consider to subscribe this channel and also hit the bell icon to get more updates. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. So here we are in Adobe After Effects. Let's create a new composition. I'll call it as main animation. Width is 1920, height is 180, frame rate is 30, and duration is 30 seconds long. And background color, I'm going to choose black color and simply hit OK. Then go to choose grid and guide option and hit on title section. Then I'm going to select my text tool and I'll type my first text, let's say motion, like this. Then select this text, press Ctrl Alt Home to align that anchor point to the center. Go to the Align tab, align it horizontally and then align it vertically. Press S for scaling option and scale it somewhere around like this. Okay, so let's select this text first. Now, first of all, we will animate this text. So go to the animate option and I'm going to choose position and bring down position like this. Then go to the range selector, create one keyframe at the start, zoom in a little bit, go to around 1.20 frames and let's make this 100 like this. Select those keyframe, hit F9, go to the graph editor, select this graph. By holding shift, I'll move this handle over here and this handle over here. So we will get something like this. Then I think we need to bring this a little bit more downwards. Then go to the add menu and choose properties and choose tracking. Then we will increase this tracking amount somewhere around like this, and if you want then you can decrease it also, so we will get this kind of stuff. Then we will go to the properties and we will choose opacity, and let's make this opacity 10 initially. Also we will go to the add menu, go to the property and choose blur, and we will increase the blurry value somewhere around like this, so we will get this kind of animation. Okay, now we will select this text and we will hit Ctrl D to duplicate it, and then we are going to go into the text and we will delete this animator one. We don't want that. Okay, so we have two layers now. One is with the animation and one is without animation. If you see, there is no animation. And for this one, I'm going to change my text. I'm going to type design like this. Then select this text, hit Ctrl D again. We will hide this one. I'm going to again type motion. Select this, hit Ctrl D again. Let's hide this first, the second one, and type graphics. Okay, now select all of these three text like this. Press Ctrl Alt Home to align their anchor point to the center. Then go to the Align tab, align it horizontally and then align it vertically, so they are not properly center aligned. Now we are not going to talk about this first two, we need to focus on this one. So what I'm going to do, I'll press F4 and after that I'm going to click on this shy option and then I'll enable this one. So now we cannot see those layers, so we can easily focus on these layers only. So let's hide this design first and enable our motion text. So first we will get this animation for this motion. Then I'm going to select this text. I'll go to around 2 seconds. I'll press S for scaling option. Let's create one keyframe. Go to around 3 seconds and let's make this 3000. Okay, so we'll get something like this. Now let's select this, press P for position, create one keyframe, hit U, go over here and let's move this towards like this. So our O should be properly at the center like this. Let's, instead of 3000, let's make this 2500, so we will get something like this. Okay, so now if you see this animation, we will get something like this. Now select those keyframe, hit F9, go to the graph editor, select this graph. By holding shift, I'll move this handle over here and this handle over here. So if we hit play, we will get something like this. And if you think this is quite too much use, so if you can change the value also and you can move somewhere around over here. Okay, let's select those keyframe, hit F9 again and let's select just graph. By holding shift, move this handle over here and move this handle over here, and now if you hit play, we will get something like this. Let's select this and let's move this keyframe towards like this, so we will get something like this. Now after that we will select this layer and we will enable motion blur. So after enabling motion blur, we will get this kind of animation. Okay, and then we will enable this design text. I'll enable it. I'll go over here and let's select this and move this over here first. Let's go over here and now I'll select this text and I'll make it apparent with this motion. Okay, so we will get this kind of, and also enable motion blur for this text also. So we will get something like this. Now select this, press T for opacity. Initially let's make it 0, create one keyframe, go few frame forward and then make it 100. Select those keyframe and hit F9. So if you see this animation from the start, first I'll get this, then this, like that. So with the help of this kind of technique you can create zoom in zoom out effect again and again like this. Now let's disable this and now we are going to select this text and this text, and make sure that you are at the last keyframe of this two and press Ctrl Shift D to split this and bring them at the top. Okay, now we don't need to focus on this one, we need to focus on this one. So I'll change the color of them to yellow and hit U, and we will all delete all the keyframes before. Okay, so if you see this now, first I'll get this, then this, then this, and now we will select these two layers and we will we will delete this parenting like this. Like over here as you guys can see, this design was parent with our motion text. Now in this case I'm going to select this motion text and I'll make it apparent with this design like this. Okay, and now somewhere around over here I'll select this design, I'll press P for position, I'll create one keyframe, I'll press S for scaling option, create one keyframe and go around few frame forward. And now I'll select this design and I'll increase the size somewhere around like this. Okay, let's make this 2500 again. Okay, so we'll get something like this. Press U so we can see position keyframe also. Go over here, let's disable this motion blur for now and this one for now also. So we bring this over here. Okay, now select those keyframes, hit F9, go to the graph editor, select this graph, hold shift, move this handle over here and move this handle over here, so you will get this kind of animation. And now go over here and now we have to enable our motion text over here, and let's move this text over here. Go over here, we will select this layer and now we will make it apparent with this design text. Okay, so if you see this animation from the start, first I'll get this, then this, then this. Okay, and you can enable motion blur for all of them. Let's make the third resolution so it will look a little bit faster like this. Okay, so we'll get something like this. Now select this text, go to the start, press T for opacity, let's make opacity 0, create one keyframe, go few frame forward and let's make opacity 100, and you can move this keyframe over here also like this. Okay, then make sure that you are at the last keyframe, select these two layers and press Ctrl Shift D to split those layers and bring them at the top, which is our design, and this one hit U and we will delete all those keyframes now and hit U. So now we cannot see anything and we will disable this parenting, and now we will select this design and we will make it apparent with this motion text. Now we will select this motion text again, we will go few frame forwards, we will press S for scaling option, create one keyframe, then press P for position, create another keyframe, go few frame forwards somewhere around over here and we will change the scaling to 2500 like this and change the position toward like this. Okay, so we will get something like this, and select those keyframe, hit F9, go to the graph editor, select this graph. By holding shift I'll move this handle over here and this handle over here like this. Okay, and we will enable this graphics. I'll move this over here, go to the last keyframe, select this graphic and make it apparent with this motion text, and initially opacity should be 0. Create one keyframe, go few frame forward, and let's make this 100. Okay, hit U. So we will get something like this. So now if you see this animation from the start, first we will get this motion, then this design, then this motion again, and then this graphics. But if you see this graphic looks quite look like it's appearing too much early. So let's select this and let's move this over here, and we will also select this and move this over here and move this over here. So basically we are just adjusting the positions like this. Okay, so first we will get this, then this, then this, and then this. Okay, and now what we need to do over here, if you want, then you can zoom in this one also and press S, create one keyframe, go few frame forwards. Oops, sorry, we don't need to do that. Simply go to the last keyframe, select both of these layers, press Ctrl Shift D to split those layers and bring them at the top, and delete the parenting, and select this motion and make it apparent with this graphic. Select this graphic, press S, create one keyframe like this and zoom in and increase the value like this, and select this, press P for position, create one keyframe, hit U, go over here, and we will bring this upward because we don't want any white color the background, so we want total blank space like this. So we will get something like this, and select those keyframe, hit F9, go to the graph editor, select this graph, hold shift, move this handle over here and this handle over here, so you will get something like this. So this is gonna be my last frame, so I'll hit N at this point. So after that it will start to appear from here. And now if you want, then you can select this text, you can go to the character menu and you can change the color of this one to somewhere around over here. Let's copy this color code, hit Ctrl C to copy like this, select this motion text and copy this color again. You can select this color and change the color to this one, to the blue. Let's copy the color codes, select this text also and copy this color code. Sorry, select this one and copy the color code. Select this text, copy the color code, and we will select this and we will move this keyframe a little bit forward like this. So this is how you can create infinite zooming animation inside of After Effects. And at the end, this is just extra what we call extra thing. If you want, then you can apply glow effect on it also, so it will look a little bit elegant. Increase the glow radius, increase the glow threshold, and glow intensity should be 0.5 or something, so we will get something like this. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial, and if you like this tutorial, then please consider to subscribe this channel and also hit the bell icon to get more updates. And if you want to create some more interesting animations like this, then check out these two videos. I'll see you in my next video. Until then, stay tuned.